All right. Well, hello, ladies and gentlemen. Can everybody hear me? Just a quick sound check. If you can hear me, jump into your chat box and just type in yes or the letter Y for me. All right, good. Everybody can hear me. Sounds good. Well, excellent. Well, I want to welcome you all into today's presentation. We're going to take about 60 minutes and talk a little bit more exclusively about the Forex market and the cryptocurrency market. For those of you who don't know about Market Traders Institute, we'll tell you a little bit about who we are, our technology, our education, our trainings, our people, and what we do for our students around the world. But just remember, as it comes to investing, as it comes to trading, never ever invest money that you cannot afford to lose. Please always trade with what is called equity management in mind. And the reason for that is because, as we know, even the best traders in the world take losses. That's part of being a trader. We'll talk about that today as we look at proper equity management. Now, this particular presentation is really designed for one thing. If you are not currently a Forex trader or a cryptocurrency trader, this is to help you decide if you see currency trading as something that you want to do. Now, I'm not here in this particular webinar to teach you how to be a currency trader. That's why, if you're interested, you come on board today as a student. My job is really just to show you, how we help people just like you all over the world make money consistently in the currency market, in the Forex market, and that you can do it too, okay? Now, I've been at this for about 25 years, and I will tell you that currency trading, it's not for everybody, and it may not be for you, and that's all right. The first step is taking an opportunity to look at a new opportunity. I know a lot of you are equities traders, you're options traders, and that's great. This is a great way to diversify, to get a little bit more out of your portfolio. I spent a lot of years teaching and trading options and stocks. I focus exclusively now on the currency and the cryptocurrency market, okay? So that's what we're going to talk about within this presentation. So again, as you know, this is a live presentation. Today is March 9th. It's actually my wife's birthday, and it's 20 minutes after 11. Make sure you got a pen, you got a piece of paper, you're prepared to take some good notes. We got a ton of information to cover in a very short amount of time. Now, Renee did an introduction to me, so I won't spend much time on this. Just so you know, again, I've been involved in the financial services business in one way or another for the past 25 years. I've been paid in the last 15 years professionally to speak in every state in the United States, every province across Canada, to live audiences on how to take control of their financial future, how to make money trading. So this is my passion. This is what I love to do. I love to trade, I love to teach, and I hope that comes across within this presentation today. So again, as it comes to trading, what I need to know from all of you, because I want to know a little bit what your background is, what your experience is. How many of you, if you were to rank your knowledge of trading in the Forex market, how many of you would rank your knowledge on a scale from 1 to 10, 1 being brand new to the currency world, the Forex world, 10 being you're a currency expert making hundreds of thousands of dollars a year? Go to the chat box for me. Let me know your experience in the currency, the Forex market, so I know kind of how we can tailor today's presentation. Okay, Eves is a 1, Raymond's a 6. Anderson is a 1, Jason's a 4, Shati's a 0.5, Isam is a 1, Daniel's a 3. Okay, keep coming. Let me know so I know kind of how much in depth I can go within this presentation. Okay, I've got a lot of 1s and 2s, a few of you 3s and 4s, and it looks like just Raymond 6 and above. Okay, that's good. Gives me an idea of what we've got in here. Understand when it comes to currency trading, a little bit different. Currency trading is what is called a zero-sum game. Now, a zero-sum game simply means that in every single currency trade, every transaction, the losers pay the winners in these trades. Okay, the losers pay the winners. And what's interesting about that is the people that are the winners are most likely the people with the best tools, the best technology, the best mentors and coaches, and the best education. So if you find yourself losing more often than you would like in this market, you need to get yourself on the winning side of that curve. And so to get a little bit about who we are at Market Traders Institute, we're not a broker. People often get confused and think we are a broker. You can actually use any broker that you want in the world to clear your currency trades. They will interact with our trading platforms. What we've been doing for the past 23 years is really developing an education portal, which you will see, premier technology, really unique indicators, a lot of proprietary and patent pending technology. And probably the most important thing, assembling the best people, the best coaches, the best mentors, traders that we could find. Now, 23 years, will be actually 24 years next month, April, we've been in business. We've been around a long time, and you know that you don't survive in this business world 23 years without having a rock solid foundation and by delivering results. I mean, that's really why we're growing, is because our students simply, they make money. We've got students all around the world. Now, if you look at the building on the screen, this is our corporate headquarters. It's in Orlando, Florida. I'm actually broadcasting live from the building right now on the second floor. We have about 200 employees out of this office. Hopefully some of you in the future get a chance to fly down here and work with us, train with us. We got a beautiful training facility down here in this office. So it's interesting when you look at the currency market. We've gone through explosive growth as an organization over the last 6 to 8 years. And really, our growth is leveraged on one thing. It's a philosophy that we carry. Really, if you've been in our building, you've seen this around our walls, that we never leave a client behind. Never leave a client behind. Now, in your notes, the first thing that I'd like you to write down is actually a couple words. I want you to write down coaching and mentorship. Coaching and mentorship. See, if you wanted to learn right now more about Forex trading, more about cryptocurrency trading, what could you do? You could do a search online, right? Find a ton of websites, a bunch of videos, a lot of information, but where do you begin and who do you trust? That's the hard part. See, our mentorship and our coaching is very, very important. What we do to our students is really, we are with them every second, every minute of every hour that the currency market is open. For those of you that don't know, the Forex market is a 24-hour-a-day market. So literally 24 hours a day, we are live with our students, coaching and mentoring them. Our students never have to make a trading decision without having a coach or a mentor to work with. And when you combine that level of commitment that we have to our mentorship, our coaching, to our education, our software, you're going to see why we've grown the way that we have when you start to see our technology and everything that we do. Now, as an organization, very proud of this. We were ranked by Inc. magazine as high as the 592nd fastest growing private company in the U.S. So that's a big honor for us. Now, our founder is this guy right here. I know a lot of you have read his books. Jared Martinez, he's known throughout the financial world as the FX chief, best-selling author, teacher, mentor, been on all the financial news networks, CNBC, Fox Business News. Jared Martinez has been trading the currency market, the Forex market, for 30 years exclusively. 30 years experience in these markets, okay? So that's what our mentorship and our coaching is all about. This is the level of expertise that you get to work with as a student of our organization. Now, one of the most important coaches our students use is another Martinez. This is Josh Martinez. Now, the next thing I want you to write down in your notes is target trading. Write down target trading Tuesday night, okay? It's Friday right now, Friday morning, about 11:20. But this coming Tuesday, we have a live trading session, okay? It's 7 p.m. We are on an awesome opportunity right now where we're expecting about a nice 1,000-pip movement, and we're going to be doing our target trading strategy session 7 p.m. on Tuesday. Now, what makes these sessions unique is typically they're set aside for our more experienced students, but because this is investor inspiration and we got a great relationship with them, they've given me the green light to go ahead and invite, if you're interested, 15 people out of this presentation into this live session that we are doing on Tuesday evening. So if you're interested in being one of my 15 to be selected, go ahead and it's really easy. Just type in your telephone number and type in target. Type in your telephone number and target. Now, what's really cool about these sessions is we go through these predictions, and our predictions since 2014 have been for over 20,000 pips. That's a lot of pips. So as you can see, we got a very, very nice track record as it relates to predicting opportunity in the market. And yes, I got a bunch of you. Michael, I've got your number. We'll get a hold of you. Isaac, I've got your number. Anna, I've got your number. Excellent. But it's not, again, about us. It's about our students. And I would recommend, if you've not heard of us before, do a little bit of research. Get out there on social media. Jack, I've got your number as well, my friend. Get out there and do a little bit of research on social media. because it's really cool. We embrace social media through Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, because it gives us immediate access with our students. And that's a great way to have a relationship. The good, the bad, the ugly, everything that's out there. So it's really cool to be able to see instantly how our students are producing, how they're making money, their experiences with us as an organization. And that just helps us continue to grow, make better products, make better mentors and coaches. Now, stay with me to the end, because my promise to all of you is by the time we wrap up, and we're going to move really quickly through this when we start getting into the charts, my promise to all of you is if you don't already, you will, by the time I'm done, understand the power and the potential in the currency market. Now, on top of that, you're going to see how coming on board as a student, you can have immediate success. Immediate success. I mean, we've been doing this, as I said, going on 24 years. People don't wait to come in to make money with us. We get them right out of the gates, okay? Working, making money, making pips. And then I will give all of you an opportunity to come on board today as a student of ours, risk-free for the next 60 days. So you can work with us, be in our live trading sessions, use our trading platforms, be in our analysts on demand, and experience what it's like to be a trader in this organization and the results that you can get. So stay with me to the end. Now, very quickly, before we actually dive into the charts, our indicators, what makes us unique as an organization, I want to go through a few basics for my new people. Now, my experienced people, give me a couple minutes of grace. Again, we're going to get into our tools, our automation, our proprietary trading dashboard and platform. But first, everybody needs to understand some things about the Forex market, because this is new to a lot of you. First and foremost, the Forex market has some real advantages over other markets, other equities markets. And this is why I exclusively concentrate now on Forex and cryptocurrencies. First and foremost, liquidity. Now, more obviously in the Forex market, liquidity than the crypto market. But liquidity just simply means that you can enter and exit the market anytime that you want. There's always going to be buyers. There's always going to be sellers. You're never stuck holding on to a position, okay? Then the flexibility in this market is a big advantage. As I mentioned when I first began, this is a 24-hour-a-day market, okay? So, for example, in the United States of America, and I know we have some international people in here, but in the U.S., the currency market, the Forex market opens up 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, Sunday afternoon. It's open all night, all morning, all day, every day, till Friday, 5 o'clock in the afternoon. So it closes today in the U.S. at 5 p.m. So it's open 24 hours a day, Sunday evening through Friday afternoon. Now, for me, that is a massive advantage. I'm 48 years old. I've got 3 kids, a 12-year-old son, a 9-year-old son, a 6-year-old daughter. They're all active, obviously, in school and sports. My wife is a professor. We're busy. We're busy people. So I like this market because I can trade around my schedule. I will trade a lot of times in the evenings after my kids have gone to bed. One of my favorite strategies to trade is what we call a London daybreak strategy. The London market opens up here in the United States in the middle of the night, 2:30 in the morning. So several days a week, I'll get up at 2, trade for about 90 minutes, and we teach our students a scalping strategy where on average you're making $300 to $500 a night, scalping the London daybreak market. So you can trade around your schedule 24 hours a day. You can trade in the middle of the day, like normal, regular equities markets hours. So it's very, very flexible in a sense. It's a 24-hour-a-day market. Now, the size of this, and this surprises a lot of people, it's the largest market in the world. There's more money moving back and forth every day than any other market that's out there, over $5.3 trillion back and forth. And then the focus in this market. And to me, again, this is another big, big advantage. You know, in the equities world, I mean, there's thousands and thousands of companies to invest in, right? Well, in the currency world, there's only 60 currency pairs worldwide to trade. 60, that's it. And at Market Traders Institute, as it says right on my screen right here, we pay attention really to about 21 of them. And in the live session on Tuesday, if you're trading with us live, you're going to see in that one session, we will probably analyze 3 or 4 pairs. So again, it keeps you very, very focused in the sense that there's just not as much to track and watch as there is in the equities world. So this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to go ahead and switch gears here, and I'm going to bring up my charts. I just need everybody to acknowledge in the chat box that you can see I've transferred over from my PowerPoint presentation to my charts. If you can see that, type in a yes or a Y in the chat box for me so that everybody can see it. All right, good. Good, good. Everybody's telling me. Okay, so what you're looking at, and this is real important, this is what we call the ultimate charting software. This is Market Traders Institute's own proprietary trading platform. We've developed this internally by traders, for traders. We're very proud of this. We have a lot of our own patent pending technology, a lot of our own smart tools, a lot of very unique indicators to the marketplace, a lot of automation that I'm going to show you in a minute here. What else makes this really cool is it's all web-based. It's all cloud-based. So literally, anywhere I travel, I've got my charts, I've got my indicators with me on my iPhone, my Android, my tablet. They travel with me everywhere I go. What else makes it really cool, because it's web-based, is on our Smart Trader platform. And here, let me bring this one up for you. You can see right here, if I bring this up, this is the entrance into the platform. But if you see where it says ideas right here, this is really cool. We actually, when our experts post workspaces, we call our charts workspaces. Our experts will post their workspaces on here with their trade plans, and our students have the ability just to click this and drag it down, and it pops right up on their charts because it's all cloud-based. So we share the information back and forth. So it's pretty neat information in the way that we transfer that around. Now, if you're new to the currency world, this works on every currency pair that's out there, every time frame that's out there, and this works on your three major cryptocurrency coins, your Bitcoins, your Ethereum, and your Litecoin. It also works on 27 altcoins, and we're adding more coins on as we speak. Now, in the currency market, for those of you that are new, it's like any other market. You know, we're looking at the old adage, buy low, sell high, right? Buy low, sell high. We're also looking to, in the currency world, like every market, sell when the market reverses and moves down. Now, the difference is, for those of you that are new in the currency world, you have a very specific job. Okay, your job is to capture pips. Now, a pip is just an acronym for price, interest, point. INTEREST, point. Now, I'm not going to get into a big definition description of what a pip is, because it's really not necessary for this presentation. All I want you to understand for this presentation is that pips are good. Pips are your friend. Your job is to capture as many pips as you can when the market is trending up, and capture as many pips as you can when the market is trending down. Okay? Now, if you look at this particular chart right here, you should see in the middle of the screen, let me get this stuff out of here, a watermark. Can everybody see the watermark right here? GBP NZD 1 hour. Can everybody see that? Type in a yes or a Y. All right, good. So what we're looking at is the Great British Pound, New Zealand dollar 1 hour chart. Now, again, for those of you that are new, this may be elementary to a lot of you. What we're looking at here are these indicators that are called Japanese candlesticks. Japanese candlesticks are just a visual representation of how much the market has moved within a particular period of time. Because we're on an hourly chart, they are hourly candlesticks. If I click on one, just click on one right here, you can see this is from 7 o'clock this morning. This candlestick had an open, a high, a low, and a close. All that simply means, okay, is that we opened up, the market dipped down for a low, that's a wick hanging off the end. It shot up, had a high for the hour, and it closed up. Overall, that's why it's white. Well, the next candlestick opened up, and it shot way up, dropped down for a low, and then it settled down for that hour. That's why it's dark. Okay, so when they're light, that means it went up for that hour. When they're dark, that means it went down. All the way up into real-time market right here on the end. Now, very quickly, before we get into actual analysis and tools and entry points and exit points and how we find our opportunities, I want to go over how a currency trade and the mechanics of a currency trade is actually executed, okay? And how pips turn into profits. Then we'll get into entry, exit, automation, all the cool, the fun stuff, okay? But I just want everybody to understand, because I know a lot of people are new in here. Let's just say, based on the help, you're a student of ours, based on the help from your coaches, your mentors, your software, your education, you decided to buy into this position down here. You decided to sell right up here. So we made a purchase right down here into this trade, and we're out of this trade right here. Now, the difference between buying down here and selling right on up here is the difference between this number on the right and this number above it on the right. That would be the amount of pips that we would generate. Now, I can measure that by grabbing my ruler and measuring right on up. Now, everybody look in the top left-hand corner up here. You should be able to see that in this particular example, we would have bought into this trade on the 6th, okay, a couple days ago. We would have sold out of this trade the same day on the 6th. We would have made 70 pips, and we would have been in this trade for 7 bars. Now, bars are candlesticks, because these candlesticks on this chart are an hour. 7 bars equals 7 hours, okay? So if everybody understands that, type in yes in the chat box or Y. We would have bought down here on the 6th, sold 7 hours later up here. We would have been in the trade for 7 hours, and we would have made 70 pips. Okay, good. So what does all that mean? Well, when you trade in the currency world, you trade in what are called lot sizes. There's 3 different lot sizes. If you're new, write this down. You can trade with micro lots, mini lots, and standard lots. Micro, mini, standard. If you trade with a micro lot, you're looking at a $20 US, a US $20 investment per trade right here, which very cool. It's not a lot of money. That's what's really cool about this market, is you don't need a lot of money to start, and you can start small and grow your account over time, okay? Now, most of my students will trade in mini lots. That is a $200 investment per trade, and a standard lot is a $2,000 investment per trade. Now, each one of these have a different profit value to them. If you trade with a micro lot, you're looking at a 10-cent per pip profit. Now, again, that's not a lot of money, right? If you think about the trade we talked about on our chart. So let's say we invest in this in a micro lot. Now, again, remember, we're not a broker. You can use any broker you want in the world. They will all interact with our trading platforms. So you invest $20 into this micro lot. Your broker holds on to your money. You decide to sell. So 7 hours later, you sell. You get your $20 back from your broker, less a little bit of commission, and you make 70 pips, but you made 10 cents per pip. So that means on our $20 investment in about 7 hours, we made $7, right? Which is, pretty good return. That's, 47% return right there. Pretty nice, right? So again, not a lot of money, but let's say we make the same trade. And this is what's really cool. I don't have to do any more evaluation, any more analysis, anything else. All I do is invest a little bit more money. I decide to invest in a mini lot, okay? So I invest my $200 in my mini lot. Well, I invest it with my broker. My broker holds on to it. 7 hours later, I sell. I get my $200 back, less a little bit of commission. But now, because I invested in a mini lot, for every pip, I just made $1. So I just turned my $200 into $270 in about 7 hours. Okay, so that's pretty cool. Well, this is where it starts to get real fun for people, especially new people that have never really paid much attention to the Forex market. Let's say you've been investing in mini lots. You've been making money and you're ready to reinvest. You're ready to step your game up a little bit. So you invest in a standard lot. Again, I don't have to do any more evaluation, analysis, and do anything else other than invest a little bit more money. I invest $2,000. 7 hours later, I sell out. I get my $2,000 back. Now for every pip, all 70, I made $10 per pip. So on my $2,000 investment, I made $700 in a very short amount of time. Now, if you're new to the currency market, does it make sense now a little bit more why this is the fastest growing market? Because it's very unique in the leverage and the buying power that you get. And this is what we're going to go over, exactly how we do it. And we do this live, which I'm showing you on the screen. Every second, every minute, every hour, the currency market is open. In fact, right now, this very second, we have students tuning in from all over the world trading with our coaches and our mentors. So it's pretty cool. So let's go ahead and shift gears. We're going to go ahead and jump into the live market here. A bunch of you have actually logged in since I've started. Very quickly, if you're interested, we have a live trading session Tuesday night, 7 p.m. That's New York City time, Eastern Standard Time. One of our traders, one of our mentors, Josh Martinez, is going live with a target trading session. We're lining up targets. We are anticipating about 1,000 pip movement. I invited the group to come into there. I've got 15 spots for this investor inspiration class set aside. So if you're interested in being one of my 15 and you didn't previously, if you want to be a part of that group, just type in your telephone number and target. Just type in your telephone number and target. Okay, good. So the beautiful thing that you will learn to love about the currency market, and it's unique to a lot of the markets, is it's very visual and it loves to repeat itself over and over and over again. I love this market because it's much easier to pay attention to than the regular equities market. That I'm not sure what that means. We will record it, Rob. Just put a telephone number in and target, and we can reach out and get it to you. That I'm not sure what that is, Assam, but it's 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, my friend. All right, so what we're looking to do as smart, sophisticated traders is move it when this market moves up, reverses, right? Just like we talked about, we want to buy into it and make money when it moves up. Also, obviously, we want to make money when it reverses, trends down, and sell into this market and make money. Well, as a successful trader, you got to know 3 very specific things to make money, right? Number 1, you got to know market direction, okay? We got to know number 2, when to get in. And we got to know number 3, when to get out. Okay, so if you come on board today as a student, you know, you're going to learn to figure these 3 things out through technology, a big part of it, the help of your coaches, your mentors, and your education. One of the things that we are considered to be probably the best in the world at teaching in the currency market, and we have very unique philosophies on and indicators for our Fibonacci's. Now, if you're new to a Fibonacci, you can do some research when I'm done. I know some of you are probably familiar with Fibonacci's. Just so you know, though, don't do any research now because you'll get caught down a wormhole, because it's really fascinating when you start reading about it and so on. But just kind of a higher level view. Fibonacci, Leonardo Fibonacci, was a 13th century mathematician. And what he discovered is the world of nature has this rhythmic cycle built right into it. It's really fascinating when you read it. He found that plants would grow in a sequence of numbers, that animals would reproduce in a sequence, a pattern of numbers, that your thumbprint is in a pattern, it's in a sequence of numbers. If you look at, you know, the stripes on a zebra, the scales on a fish, they're not random, gang. It's all in a sequence. It's in a pattern that repeats itself over and over and over again. Well, the beautiful thing about the currency market, especially the currency market, is it loves to move in these patterns. So we apply Fibonacci's. We apply Fibonacci retracements and extensions. We apply math, essentially, to help us determine market direction, when to get in and when to get out. Now, let me show you what I mean, and then we're going to apply this towards some candlesticks. All right, so the market moves in these waves, makes higher highs, higher lows, higher highs, higher lows, higher highs, and then it reverses. Makes lower lows, lower highs, lower lows, lower highs, and does this over and over and over again. Now, some basic technical analysis right here. That's my A boundary. This is my B boundary. This is my C entry point, and this is what would be called my D extension. So I got A, B, C, D, right? A, B, C, D, okay? So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to do this manually first, and then we're going to automate this whole process through our proprietary tools. I'm going to draw a manual Fibonacci from point A to point B. The next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to draw out 3 buy zones for you. My first zone right here, I'm going to draw this in right here. We'll shade it in kind of a reddish color to make it visual so you can see it. My next zone right here, I'm going to shade this one in kind of a blue. And then my next one right here, I'm going to shade it in, my last one, a green. So do me a favor, just to make sure everybody can see the colors. Can you see the red, blue, and green? If so, type in yes in the chat box for me right now. Type in yes so I know. All right, Raymond says yes. Esam says yes. Excellent. Okay, good. So what we're looking to do in this market is make money. In this particular example, when the market moves up, reverses, changes direction. We get a change of trend right here. Okay, thanks, Gary. And then what we're looking to do is buy into it and let the Fibonacci analysis tell us when to sell. Now, we use different types of things for indicators, for entry points right here. I don't have a lot of time to get into all that, but I want you to understand, you know, we'll use candlesticks, trend line breaks, a lot of automation. I want you to understand the Fibonacci process. So just for example, let's say we got a good entry point down here in the green zone. Well, based on my Fibonacci analysis, if I buy in the green zone, I'm going to hold on to this trade. Now, if you can imagine this green Fibonacci extension coming all the way across, the 1180, this line coming all the way across. If I buy down here in the green zone, I'm going to sell the second my trade hits this extension. Now, the reason for that is because based on where the trade and based on where the trend has been in the past, this is telling me, based on the math, if I continue to hold on to this past the 1180, the numbers are going to start to move against me, and the likelihood is going to increase that this trade will go the other direction. So if I buy in the green, I sell at the green extension. Well, let's say my blue, let's say that I make my trade right here in the blue zone. I get my reversal right here. I invest with my broker. My broker's holding on to my money. I'm in this trade. Well, same principle. I'm going to buy in the blue. I'm going to sell at the blue extension when it hits that. I can automate all of that. Well, then also, let's say that in this red zone, which is a much bigger buy zone, I decide it's a good buy here. I get a good indicator. I buy in the red zone. I'm sure you can figure it out now. It's a pretty simple concept. I'm going to trade until I hit my red extension. So if everybody understands Fibonacci's A, B, C, D, we buy and sell green to green, blue to blue, red to red. Tell me yes so we can apply this towards some candlesticks. And then we're going to automate all of this. And then we're going to put power tools on it all. And you're going to see the effects of our unique indicators. Okay, so very quickly, just so you get a visual of this now, here's my A. Okay, here's my B. Now, I don't know where my C is yet. I got to do some analysis. Got to do some analysis with my, to identify my C. Okay, so let's draw a manual fib, A right on up to point B, just like that. Okay, so A to B. Well, we don't know where our C is going to be yet because we're not sure what's going on with our entry point. So, again, you don't have to be a stock market expert, a Forex expert, a charting expert to determine. You can see this is starting to trend down right here. I mean, it's starting to trend down. So what we're looking through is a breakout of this trend to give us an opportunity for an entry point, okay? So we're going to measure our candlesticks here. Does it happen in the next candlestick? No. Does it happen in the next candlestick? Yep. So that would be an entry point. Now, this is the question I need you to know, and the answer I need you to know. What color zone am I in right there? Type that in the chat box if you can figure that out without me having to shade it for you. Yeah, everybody's typing in red, right? It's red. All right, so if we buy right here in the red, what we're going to do is we're going to trade until we hit the red extension right on up here. Now, the next thing we got to do is we got to set up a stop loss order. We got to protect our downside. You know, as I said, one of the first things, everybody's going to take losses in trading. It's not a matter of if, it's a matter of when. However, you're going to learn principles and strategies of proper equity management to maximize your gains and minimize those losses. And one of them being, if you don't know what it is, a stop loss order just simply says, I want to set my trade up, go to my office, go for a run, go to my son's soccer game, go out to dinner with my spouse, and know that if my trade goes against me, okay, that I'm going to get automatically sold out. So I will set my stop loss order up about 5 to 10 pips below my C if I am aggressive. If I'm conservative, just below my A. Now I can figure out my target from here. If I enter here and it hits my extension, that's about 75 pips. So I've got a 75 pip target. All right, well, I can figure out my stop loss order because in this example, if I set it down here, it's about 5 to 10 pips below that, so it's going to be about 25 pips. So we've set up a 3-to-1 risk ratio. We're willing to risk 25 pips to make 75 pips, which is my normal equity management risk ratio. So what we do now, again, I'm going quickly because I got a short amount of time with you because I want to show you the automated tools in a minute here. So right now, boom, we enter our trade and it's either going to go up and hit our target or fall down and hit our stop. So tell me what it does. Boom, it busts right through our target right here. So we sell out of this particular trade. We were in it for a total of 7 days or 7 hours. And there was opportunity for $750 profit. So the beautiful thing is though, and I want you to pay close attention to this. The beautiful thing is when you figure out market direction, if overall it's bullish, overall market direction is bullish, well then the ABCD movement will at times repeat itself 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 times in a row before the market direction changes overall. So in these types of examples, I just continue to ride the market direction. Well, I'm done with this trade. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do my analysis on my next trade right here. So I'm out of this. Oop, I want to get rid of all that. I want to get out of this one right here. Boom. So now what I'm doing is, and this is pretty cool. My old C, which was right here, is now my brand new A, right there. Okay. Now my B is my new high over here. Okay. So now I got to do a little bit of analysis. I grab my Fibonacci tool, and again, I'm going to automate this for you in a second here, and I draw from A to B. Okay. Well, we can see again, we're repeating this trend over and over and over again. We're now got a downtrend moving on. So we're going to look for an opportunity of a breakout of this downward trend to get an indicator to get into this particular position. So we're looking for a breakout in this trend. Do we get the breakout? Boom. There's our breakout. So we got a clear breakout. Could have had a couple different opportunities to get in. Okay. Clear breakout right here. And again, it's in our red zone. It's in the red zone. So what we're going to do is we're going to trade until we hit the red extension again. Now, the important thing is, if this were to have broke out down here and changed reversal in the blue, we would trade to the blue. If it was in the green, we would trade to the green. We would set up our stop loss order and we enter into our trade. And let me tell you, does it hit our extension? Right there, perfect. And this, for a lot of people that are new to this type of an analysis, you know, when they see how that hits perfect like that and it just hits that resistance and it starts to go down, I mean, that's really when the light bulb goes off, because you have to ask yourself, it's almost like it's bouncing off that ceiling right there. Is it a mystery? Is it a guessing game? Is it magic? No, it's mathematics. It's the Fibonacci sequence, gang. They will repeat itself over and over and over again. Well, in this example, there's about 132 pips right there in 13 hours. That's $1,320 profit. Pretty sweet. Well, as cool as all of this is, let me take it to the next level for you. And I'm going to show you in a second here, students that we have using these techniques and the automation that I'm going to show you in just a second here, making 5,000 pips a week. 5,000 pips a week. I'm going to show you some students that are doing that. And this is what they're doing. They're using our automated tools. Now, let me show you the difference. I'm going to come right over here and I'm going to grab this right here. I brought up a different currency pair. Watch this. Can everybody see when I click right here where it says MTI Smart Tools? Can you see that? MTI Smart Tools. I click on Smart Fibonacci. I find my low. 1, 2, 3, click. Boom. Everything is 100% automated for me right there. Automated technology, pretty cool stuff right there. Now you can see my AB movement has happened 1, 2, 3, and it's starting in its 4th turn right now. The first movement right here, there was an opportunity of pips. There's my A, here's my B. On this particular movement, hits the Fibonacci extension, perfect right there. 21 days, 414 pips. 21 days, 414 pips. Okay, so let me get this over here. 21 days. That could be on a standard lot, $4,140. On a mini lot, that is $4,100. Or excuse me, $410, gang. Pretty good. And then what we're doing is we're repeating this over and over again. My new A, if you look at it, we're in the process of this moving. My next day was here, A to B. And it hit this extension again, perfect, right there, and that went a little bit above. 507 pips in 14 days. All right, take that, 507 pips, 14 days. Again, on a standard lot, nice opportunity there. And then I'm going to skip this one right here because I want to show you, this opportunity right here, boom, boom. right here, look what's happening right now. Okay, look what's happening right now. Let me get this out of the way, out of the way, out of the way. Right now, can you see visually what is taking place? We are in a current AB movement right now. We're starting to get our downward push right now. The trend is repeating itself. What we're waiting to happen now is for it to reverse to give us a buy indicator, and then we get into whatever color it's at. If it reverses down here, we'll trade to the blue. If it reverses down here, we'll trade to the green. If it reverses in this area, we will trade to the red. Now, here's the thing. The problem that most traders have is if they're lucky enough to find one good trade, they're happy. But there could be multiple entry points in this one ABC movement. You could get entry points and reversals in the red, in the blue zone, in the green zone, or multiple ones, right? The problem is people don't have the time, they don't have the patience, they don't have the energy to sit there and watch charts all day. So what I'm going to introduce you to now is our, by far, the most impressive tool we've ever created. It's called Power Fibonacci's, okay? Power Fibonacci's. We've taken our automation to the next level. And what we do is we identify the opportunities we want, identifies automated the entry points, the exit points, the stops, the limits, and trades to the exact color to color, all automated. Okay, so take a look at this one chart right here. I want you to understand where this ABCD movement has happened 7 times in a row. And some of these moves are pretty big. You start getting 300-400 pip moves. You catch 2 of those moves a month. I mean, gang, that's on a standard lot, $8,000 a month. That's $100,000 a year part-time job. You catch all of these movements in one long market trend like this. This one alone generated over 1,600 pips. And what we're doing is we're identifying that C entry point. We're getting the AB. We're stopping, setting our stop loss orders up, and we're trading to the proper color. But let me show you how you automate the entire process right here. How we've taken everything that we talked about, our support resistance, our candlesticks, the Fibonacci's, and we automated it through 4 clicks of the mouse, okay? Now, can you see right here, I've drawn this chart out where we've got a trend line coming down, and we've got a breakout. Yes, it does, Dino, absolutely. We have thousands of clients that work this on TradeStation. Can everybody see this right here where it's got a breakout? Can everybody see that right there? Okay, so we got a breakout taking place right here. So all I do, this is all I have to do to set my trades up. This is all I do. Click one of the mouse. Remember, I go up there, I grab my Smart Fibonacci tool. It identifies my AB automated for me. Now what I don't know, and what investors don't know, am I going to get multiple entry points? I don't know. I just want to automate it. So one more click of the mouse, it brings up my Power Fibonacci setting. Okay, here's my 3rd click of the mouse to select all lines. Now, my particular trading style, and you will work with coaches and mentors to determine unique trading styles, is to take the top and the bottom one off. I trade the middle 4, okay? I hit OK. That's my 4th click of the mouse. So 4 clicks of the mouse. Can everybody see the dotted lines that have appeared on the chart right here? If you see those, type in yes or Y. Really important. You tell me if you can see these dotted lines right here. All right, so what has happened? 4 clicks of the mouse. I have set up 4 trades with entry points, exit points, stops, limits to trade proper color to color, all automated. How cool is this? Here's my order ticket right here. You can see the currency I want to trade, the amount. These are all mini lots, so any one of those that go through is a $200 commitment, 1 or all 4. Here are my buy prices. Here are my accurate, correct stops, automated put in. But the best part is here are my limit orders to trade proper color to color. Because remember, if we buy at the red, we trade to the red. It automates it for me. I don't have to do it. It trades for me. It trades from the red to red, red to red, blue to blue, just like that. Now, I captured this screenshot because 2 of my trades turned into market orders. And live with my audience, I generated 100 pips, about $1,000. Captured this screenshot because 2 of my trades went through. And even better, in those 2 trades, it automates it for me, 658 pips. And this is what it looks like, gang. You can see we got our chart all lined up. I click right here. That's all I have to do. Select all lines. All right. What I will do then is I will hit OK, and boom. You can see, let me show you right here. We've got all the dotted lines have come out and all of these indicators. So now, if my trend reverses and I get an entry point here, it's going to trade automatically for me up to the red. Here, it's going to trade automatically up to the red. Here to the red. Blue to blue, green to green. It does it all 100% automated for me. The results on this are absolutely spectacular. And if you want to use this tool in a downward turn in the market, what I do is I grab my Smart Fibonacci tool, 1, 2, 3, click, just like that. Okay, it automates that process for me as well. I do it on all these different time frames, all these different indicators, and it is absolutely spectacular, the results that we have been getting with our students. So let me bring this one up for you right here. Come right over here like this, grab my Smart Fibonacci, 1, 2, 3, click, boom. Look at that. Well, we finally got a trend in this one. We finally got a trend that's breaking out on this one. Huge opportunity right here in this particular trade. So the results, as I mentioned, have been just fantastic for our students. In fact, if you look at some of these, and I would research social media a little bit, Hayward closed out the week with 4,850 pips. That's 1 week's work. Dan, I'm averaging 5,500 pips a week for 7 straight weeks. That's life-changing money. Tom, 2,080 pips. This was taken last year at our anniversary event. That's Trish, that's Josh, 1,208 pips. Elizabeth, 4,250 pips. You know, if you come on board today as a student, you do half as well as these people, you're going to be really, really pleased. Now, our students last year, our students captured over 3.3 million pips in real money trading accounts. That's leveraging over $33 million. So I know I'm rushing through this quickly. I only have an hour to spend with you. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to take a few minutes and I'm going to go over, if you're interested, how you can become a student of ours, how you can have every tool, every indicator, and I only showed you about 5% of what our software can do. Every tool, every indicator that we create, have opportunity to work with our mentors, to be live with our trading session on Tuesday, and then take the next 60 days risk-free to evaluate us as a company. And this doesn't look like it's going to produce a return on investment you're looking for. We'll give you 100% of your investment back. Okay, so I'm going to cover that very quickly here. This is what's called the Ultimate Traders Package on Demand. I'm going to break it down into 5 phases for you. Phase number one is the actual on-site online trading. Phase number 2 is your continued trading. I'll break these out in a second. Phase 3 is our trading platform. 4 is the mentorship and the coaching. 5 is our support, our technical support, customer support, and then our analysts on demand, our online trading room. Now, phase number 1, if you'd like to in the future, you certainly can fly down to Orlando, Florida, and spend 2 days with us in our office to go through our 2-day Wealth and Freedom Experience live. In the meantime, most of you will want to just watch it live broadcast over the internet, okay? If you can't watch it live, we record it, we archive it, you have access to it anytime that you want, unlimited lifetime as a student. We are going to cover a lot of information in 20 hours, a lot of different trading strategies, a lot of different ways to make money, a lot of different time frames to make them in. Very, very, very credible, very, very education-filled 2 days, 20 hours with us. Now, continued education comes in our education portal. When you come on board today as a student, you're going to immediately get a user ID and a password where you can start to access and access to the 12 interactive trading lessons that we have. It's really cool. You can go through it at your own pace. It's all professionally videoed, shot. We got a studio here in our office. Really cool stuff. Phase 3 is our Smart Trader platform. Remember, one of the benefits of Smart Trader, one of the benefits of our Smart Trader platform is very simple. When we create workspaces, when our experts create buys and sells opportunity, we share it through our ideas page. Right here, if you look on here, this is, you look for TN, here's Chris Pulver. Chris Pulver is one of the best currency traders in the world. Look at, this is his workspace right here. He's got a ton of opportunity lined up for us right now. I know that Tyson's got a bunch of spaces on here right now. Here's another with Chris Pulver for 4 different opportunities right here, Power Fibonacci's. All you have to do is download this and it shows up right on your charting software. That's it, gang. It's all real time, updates live. It's dynamic, a living, breathing chart. It's awesome. So again, it works on your iPhones, your Androids. All of our upgrades are free with our software. Very cool stuff. Well, we give you the fast track mentorship with Jared Martinez. You're going to have an option to be live with Jared Martinez, a 30-year trading veteran. He teaches all of our new students the psychology of trading, which is so important. But then the most important thing is, to me, by far, hands down, our live daily webinars. Every day the market is open, we are live with webinars multiple times a day. Now, if you can't listen to them live, we record every one, and you can listen to them when you get home from work. But each day we have different topics, we have different strategies, we have different opportunities we're looking at. We create the workspaces, then you just download the workspaces. It's almost like giving you the answer to the test, okay? And you can earn while you learn our systems, gang. Very, very cool stuff. We do this live. Right now, we have a group of people all around the world live in one of our webinars as we're teaching, training, supporting. Very cool stuff. But on top of that, the cool thing is we have so much belief in what we do as a company. Don't take my word for it, okay? Don't take my word for it. Take the next 60 days. Evaluate us as a company. Come to our live sessions. Use our techniques. Use our software. Use our trading platform. And if you don't think this is going to produce the return on investment you're looking for, we'll give you 100% of your investment back. All we ask is just give us an honest effort, okay? Now, again, the market value of this, if we were to break it all a la carte, well over $16,000 for all of our analysis, all of our mentors, our coaching, our software, our upgrades, all of that. But here's the cool thing is you can, anytime you want in 2018, get our online pricing at our website, markettraders.com, for a one-time investment of $7,995. But I've got a special that we've been given for the investor inspiration. I'm going to give you a huge discount. I'm going to give you a 60-day in writing money back guarantee. You can come on board today for a one-time investment of $4,995. Very simple. All I need you to do now, because we're winding down the time here, I'm going to go into some of the benefits, is put your telephone number in the chat box. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to have an education specialist reach out to you, answer all your questions, get you taken care of, and get you off to the races with this. Now, here's the thing. The results on this. How about last year? This is one of our students, posted this December 31st. Good year, finishing with 50,000 pips. That's over $500,000, gang. And Tuesday, we've got our session going on right here. We've got our session going on where we're lining up about 1,000 pips of opportunity. I've got only 15 slots for that, so the first 15, first come, first serve, will get in. Now, there's two ways to pay for the program, because we do have a payment plan. If you're like me, you like discounts, you just want to pay for it all at once, you get a nice discount. You save $3,000 off the online pricing. That would be an option A. If you're interested in talking to an education specialist about an option A, just type in an A. If you'd like to talk to an education specialist about a payment plan, we're very flexible with our payment plans. We can work within your budget. I just need to know if you're an A or a B. If you'd like to look into a payment plan, type in a B next to your telephone number, and we will follow up with you on that as well. Option A's are people that just want to pay for it all at once, take the next 60 days and evaluate us. You'll be up and running with this today, and you get a discount. The difference is the discount's not available for a B. So I've got Nicholas as an A, Victor says an A, Isaac's a B, Tracy's an A, Harry's an A, Anderson's an A. On top of that, I am going to give you a bonus. We have carved out a special course exclusively for cryptocurrency. We're going to give you all the feeds. If you're interested in this, our students internally have paid up to $5,000 for this. I'm giving you this free as a bonus today as the investor inspiration coming on board. That's a whole nother course that plugs into our system as well. All we ask is, as you have success, you have a great experience, get out there and post your results. Post your results, because what we've found is, as students like you see other students around the world having success, we just continue to grow. We just continue to grow. Now, the last thing I will say, for those of you that are ambitious, you like to make some money, you're ready to get going, I've got 5 vouchers. The first 5 of you that pick up the phone and call in on that phone number on the screen, 407-585-2417, I will take an additional $500 off. So your one-time investment with, again, the money-back guarantee is $4,495. I've only got 5 of those, though. If you're going to call in, go ahead and type in calling in the chat box, though, so I know. And when you get on the with an education specialist, just tell them, hey, I want the discount that Aaron offered, the additional $500 off, and they'll honor that, and they'll answer all your questions, get you taken care of, get you scheduled for your orientation, get your software up and running, get you ready to go, gang, so you're live trading with us. So just in review, I know I'm moving quickly, but I only had an hour with you. I normally do about a 90-minute presentation with this. All of these benefits are included 100% in this package. Everything that I demonstrated to you, 100% in this package. So all of these will be outlined when you talk to your education specialist. And again, if you're interested in saving a little bit of money, go ahead and call in. I've got 5 of those vouchers. I've already got, looks like 3 or 4 of you that say that you're calling in. So if you're interested in that, I'll call in quickly. And last thing I'll say before I sign off, I'm going through as quickly as I can. If you're interested in finding out how you can potentially get this program for free, we do have program available to people. Now, we don't just hand it to you. You have to work at it. You have to qualify for it. But if you're interested in finding out how you can get this for free, type in your telephone number and FREE. Just type in your telephone number and FREE.